Imagine what's possible when learning doesn't get in the way of life. At Capella University, our game-changing FlexPath learning format lets you set your own deadlines so you can learn at a time and pace that works for you. It's an education you can tailor to your schedule. That means you don't have to put your life on hold to pursue your professional goals. Instead, enjoy learning your way and earn your degree without missing a beat. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
Build a routine with Ollie that supports your wellness needs, like getting your daily vitamins and minerals with Ollie's multi-gummies, or keeping your mood upbeat with all the vitamin D in Hello Happy. Give your gut health some support with probiotics, and wake up feeling refreshed after taking Ollie Sleep. Do wellness on your terms. Find Ollie at a Walmart or Target near you or at ollie.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Optimal Finance Daily, The Tale of Bad Car Bill by Mr. 1500 of 1500days.com. One of my first real jobs in the world was working as a computer programmer at the fancy headquarters of a big US retailer in the late 90s. I was an employee, but I worked with a team of consultants that the company had hired to help with the Y2K code remediation. These consultants, with their old skills, were now tripling and quadrupling their pay as the demand to fix the old systems skyrocketed. The consultants were a fascinating bunch to watch. They had no trouble finding ways to blow all of their new wealth very quickly. They had fancy clothes and shiny new SUVs or sports cars. They would go to restaurants for lunch every day and then go out to expensive clubs after work. I had never seen people spend money like this. At the time, I thought, wow, these guys are rich. I was naive, just out of school and grew up in a lower middle class neighborhood. I was the first one in my family to graduate from college, so I had never been around people like this. Later on, the book, The Millionaire Next Door, opened my eyes to the reality of the situation. These people were not rich and never would be. I was just witnessing extreme cases of lifestyle inflation. However, there was one consultant who was an exception to the big spenders, and his name was Bad Car Bill. Bad Car Bill was different. He was given the moniker because he drove a hideous clunker. It had a piece of wood tied to the front for a bumper. It was covered with rust, made rude noises when it started, and belched smoke. Bill's car wasn't the only thing that set him apart. The other consultants had new clothes from high-end department stores. Bad Car Bill wore old flannel shirts that barely skirted the company's dress code. Some of them clearly should have gone to the rag pile a couple of years prior. The other consultants would spend $10 a day in the corporate cafeteria or $20 a day at a local restaurant for lunch. Bad Car Bill would bring a lunch from home. Bad Car Bill passed on going out after work and spending money at expensive bars. No one knew where he went, but he probably wasn't plowing through his paycheck. The other consultants would needle Bad Car Bill about his different ways. Bad Car Bill would wave them off with a smile, telling them he didn't need their fancy cars or clothes. The joking was all in good fun, but it was clear that the others thought less of Bad Car Bill. Fast forward a couple of years to about 2002. With the Y2K crisis in the rearview mirror, the money fountain quickly dried up, and many of these consultants found themselves in hot water. One of them had been making $109 an hour, that is $220,000 a year, and was now on the verge of filing for bankruptcy. Now, fast forward to the present day. I recently learned that at the time I worked with him, Bad Car Bill was a millionaire. He didn't need to be working. He was just doing it because he hadn't figured out yet what to do with the rest of his life. It doesn't take an advanced degree in physics to see what was going on here. Bad Car Bill lived the frugal life, saving and investing his money. In the years around Y2K, Bad Car Bill was making more money than he ever had. However, he didn't change anything. Same old clothes, same old car, and same old lunch in a paper sack from wherever home was. This is in sharp contrast to the bad behavior that many succumb to. A 10% raise equals 10% lifestyle inflation. The 2,500 square foot home gets an addition or a new deck. The Toyota gets traded up for a Lexus. On and on, Dumb and Dumber. Every once in a while, I think back on my days at that job, sitting on the patio at work, eating lunch while watching the corporate swans in the man-made lake. Bad Car Bill was the brunt of many jokes resulting from his frugal lifestyle. I like to think he was laughing on the inside at the rest of them. Update. A commenter wondered what happened to Bad Car Bill. The truth is, I have no idea. However, I almost prefer not knowing. That way, I can let my imagination run wild. I can picture him traveling through Europe or on an island in a tropical locale. You just listened to the post titled The Tale of Bad Car Bill by Mr. 1500 of 1500days.com. You sign up for something, forget about it after the trial period ends, then you're charged month after month after month. The subscriptions are there, but you're not using them. In fact, I just learned that 85% of people have at least one paid subscription going unused each month. Thanks to Rocket Money, you can see all of your subscriptions in one place and cancel the ones you're not using anymore, saving more money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. The app automatically scans your bills to find savings opportunities and will even negotiate with service providers on your behalf. No more waiting on hold. And their new goals feature makes saving automatic, perfect for building an emergency fund or saving for a house. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/OFD today. That's rocketmoney.com/OFD. rocketmoney.com/OFD.
You know what's smart? Enjoying a fresh gourmet meal at home that you didn't have to cook. Meet Factor, your loophole in the laws of mealtime. Chef-crafted meals delivered with a tap, ready in just 2 minutes. You know what's even smarter? Treating yourself without cheating your goals. Factor is dietitian approved, chef prepared, and you plated. Pretty smart, huh? Refresh your routine and eat smart with Factor. Learn more at factormeals.com.
I believe it takes a significant mindset shift to resist the pull of our consumerist culture. From an early age, we're conditioned to desire luxuries and constantly strive to increase our standard of living. Over time, I've developed a lot of compassion for this dynamic. I used to be quite judgmental of people who spent money without considering their financial security. But now I realize that many of these spending habits stem from a deeper sense of discontent. We're bombarded daily with messages that tell us spending on material possessions is the key to happiness. First, we're made to feel inadequate, and then we're sold the products or services that promise to fix those perceived flaws. It takes curiosity and inner work to realize that the best things in life are free and to develop a deep appreciation for the material abundance we already have. Having the time, space, and opportunity to shift my perspective is a privilege I'm truly thankful for. I consider myself lucky to have stumbled upon the Mr. Money Mustache blog at a point in my life when I was open to listening to its wisdom. Without that disruption, I could have easily fallen into the pattern described in this article, spending everything I earn without awareness of the long-term consequences. And that'll do it for another edition of Optimal Finance Daily. Have a great day. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow with another post. So I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.